Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am Katowice with the one and only young Stewie 2000, Stewie2k. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro.
Yeah. You guys are obviously eliminated. Tim said that some of your matches felt closer than they were.
No,
You
they
feel
were.
you
They
feel
were.
yeah.
100% they were.
So does that help you not feel as bad about losing?
Well, I think the scoreline was what Tim said is not what it means, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Against Navi, we made so many mistakes individually with smokes and on executions and stuff, and that kind of just killed our team. And somehow we still brought it back to 5-5, and then I think we ran like a B exec and we missed a smoke, and Edward got 2 free kills.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the scoreline wasn't as close as it seems, but I think it should have been 10-5 in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it should have been 12-3 in their favor.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. So fortunate but unfortunate. How much is like you miss a smoke, for example, or someone misses a smoke and execute? Say you get killed for it because like Mike missed a smoke or Shroud missed a smoke, and like you're kind of like that could have been around. How hard is it to like forget about it and move on?
Well, usually on those execs, it's pretty easy to forget. But the annoying part is if you just went around and if you decide to do that exec and you lose because of that smoke
Mm-hmm.
and your economy goes bad the next round, then it's really hard to just forget about it. But you gotta learn to just forget what happened and you gotta move on because the atmosphere is actually really important.
Yeah.
Like when atmosphere goes down, then I think the energy goes down and people don't want to play anymore, and that's why people would start losing, I guess, or start playing bad.
Valdes said that like he felt like you guys are a momentum-based team. Do you feel that way about yourself?
Yeah, I always think we're a momentum-based team. I'm not really an experienced in-game leader, so bringing balance is good for us, I think. And whenever we win pistol and we get clean anti-egos, that's when things just start going for us because that's when I feel confident in my calls, and that's when Tim feels confident. That's when everyone just starts feeling confident. So I think we're definitely a momentum-based team.
Does that make that's like for some like you'd say Virtus.Pro is a momentum-based team, but they're just like very consistent. I feel like momentum makes it sound like you can be inconsistent because like something goes wrong, changes your mood. What is it about the momentum that helps you win? Like, does it? Do you like? Are you afraid of relying on it?
I think momentum helps you win because it builds confidence not just for individually but for the whole team. So I think when your team's playing with confidence, for example, when we were at Brazil, that's when we were playing with a lot of confidence and we just thought we were the best team in the world.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of like ran over a lot of teams. So I think momentum is really important for us. And when things go wrong, that's when things get like really dicey and really scary. So against SK, I think we got ecoed or they force bought and they killed our economy and it was became 5-5 or 6-6 and it cut real close.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, that's when our momentum got killed. I kind of felt like a split second of no confidence, and
Mm.
when you have that, I think it's like really bad. So
Like you see yourself losing almost, right?
yeah, but I think that round Tim got like a 3K when they went down secret or something.
Mm.
So it kind of built the momentum back up.
Yeah, so that's something we talk about too. Is like this team really needs like some huge individual play to bring them back into this. That's like a real thing, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure any smart team that sees us play, we rely a lot on individual skills. And we spoke with SK a little bit, and we got some ideas from them. So I think we're changing our practice regimens to 6 days instead, and we're gonna try to just build like a really structural team and make sure everyone knows what they're doing, and so there's no like a puggy play style or anything like that. So everyone knows what they're doing, and we don't need to micromanage like that anymore.
Did you guys have a team talk recently?
No, I think after the major qualifier when we lost, that's when we started having team talk, asking each other, do we really need changes? Do we need to cut someone for another player?
Mm.
We decided to stick with our five, and we're gonna try to give it another chance. And we need players to start stepping up and being more vocal, or else the team just it's not gonna be good.
Oh, how do you have like when you say you have a team talk? It's not like obviously in a real life situation you're not gonna have five people being like, we should maybe cut somebody, right? So that's like you do that in pairs or.
I think when you talk about cutting someone, you gotta do it privately with maybe like a team captain or someone who's the leader of the team. So, for example, I'd say Jordan and I are the leader of the team and Tim, and if we decide Like let's say Jordan is not cutting it, and then I would talk to him about it and see how he feels. And if he feels the same way, then we'll talk with our coach and talk with Tyler and Mike and see how it goes.
Do you feel like so like you came to the conclusion year 5 can work. So like what are you doing? What are your goals for your team? And like you mentioned that or Tim said you needed more structure in general, so like a little bit more structure. Is that something that you feel like you guys need?
Yeah, we definitely need more structure. I think we need a lot more game plans so that players know what they're doing, and I don't have to micromanage players a lot. And I think people just need to start stepping up and realize that they're not a bad player, and realize that their voice counts, and they need to just give their feedback and give your opinion.
So, yeah, you guys seem like everyone seems really chill. I'd say you seem like you'd be the most vocal, if anything. Is that true?
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't think I should be the most vocal. I think it should be Jordan, but Jordan lately has been really quiet and kind of just focusing on his own gameplay. So I think that's the reason why he's not as loud.
Oh. It's like less calm so you could frag more?
No, well, when we came into this tournament, we went. I told my team that every time we went around, I'm gonna be real loud.
Okay.
And then I said, at Vegas, I was loud, but I was the only one yelling. So if I'm the only one yelling, then I don't want to do it. So I wanted everyone to do it.
Yeah.
So I think Jordan came out swinging kind of, and every time we went around against SK, it just got real loud. So that builds a lot of energy for the team. So it's really good for us.
That's funny. I heard you guys talking to Pasha in the lobby about being intimidating. And he's like, yeah, what if I came up to you guys and said, if you win this game, I'll kill you?
Yeah.
So it's important to do things together, right?
It's really cool to kind of see the inside of Virtus.Pro and see how Pasha's mindset is. He actually has a really good mindset because he tries to get into people's heads, not in game but out of game, and he tries to pretend that you guys are friends, but honestly, he's just trying to get in your head and make you feel comfortable. Yeah,
So you actually think he's just got like a knife? He's just hiding a knife the whole time he's talking to you?
yeah,
But you like him?
yeah. I think he's a cool guy.
Okay.
It's pretty cool to hang out with the VP guys just because they've been around for so long,
Yeah.
and they're all really like outgoing and they're unique in their own ways. So I think VP is a kind of like the team that we look up to.
Big brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys also in like play style as well, or just momentum based team? A lot of aim, right? They probably have more tactics than you guys.
Yeah.
But is that like that's why you look up to them? It's like similarities.
I think personally, I look up to them because they stick with their 5 and they believe in their 5. So, and they're all old. I don't want to be mean, but they're all like pretty old. So, but they're still coming up with new strats. Like on Cobble, they have a B exec from T spawn on the run, and it's like a B rush. So that's it's,
Smoke that snack stairs. Like,
yeah. So it's like really cool to see new stuff like that, and especially from a team who's been in the game for so long.
That's wicked. So that's like you stick with your 5. You think like for Poland, right? For VP, they don't have that many other players they can go and grab to replace somebody. Like, do you think that plays a factor though? Because it just seems like they want to stay together, right? But like in North America, it's like all these options. It's like if you have a girlfriend, but there's just like all these hot girls around all the time. You just think about it more, right? Is that what happens in North America?
We'll just keep that on the low.
All right, I guess that's a good place to end. Yeah, thanks for the interview, man. I appreciate it. And for more esports coverage, check us out at Yahoo Esports.